Hello and welcome students. Today we are going to study linear equations for standard 6. Let's discuss some of the word problems and see how it is to be solved. Let's get going. So the first question, if 11 is added to a certain number, the sum becomes 19. Frame an equation for the statement and find the number. So the question 1 says, if 11 is added to a certain number, do we know the number? No, we don't know the number. So what can we take the number to be? We can say let the number be x. So let the required number be x. And now we can follow the equation which has been asked to us. So here they say 11 is added to certain number and the sum becomes 19. So if you add 11 to this number, so according to problem or according to question, you can say that if 11 is added to this number, the result is 19. So here you have the correct equation, and using this equation you can get that required number by solving the equation. So let's solve it. Let's transpose 11 on the other side. So positive 11, we can write it as negative 11 on the other side, and x will be equal to 8. So that required number is 8, and this will be your answer. Clear? Let's take the next question. If 8 is subtracted from a number, we get 18. Frame an equation for the statement and find the number. So in this question 2, we see that there is an unknown number from which 8 is subtracted. So we don't know that number. So we can take that number to be x, y, z, or any other variable that you want to. Universally we see that x is taken. So let's take x to be that unknown number that has to be used to subtract 8. So let the required number be x. According to problem, or you can say according to question, 8 is subtracted from a number. So x minus 8. 8 is subtracted from the number. And what do we get? We get 18. So here we have got the equation. So it's important to get the equation right before you start solving the equation. So as we can see, according to the question, this equation is absolutely correct. So let's just solve it. So let's transpose 8 on the other side. So negative 8, we're going to write as positive 8 on the other side, and x will be equal to 26. So the value of that unknown number from which we have to subtract 8 to get 18 is 26. So this will be your answer. Easy. Let's take the next question. If 20 is subtracted from 4 times a number, we get 20. Find the number. So here we see that 20 is subtracted from 4 times that number. Now we don't know that number, but we can assume it to be x, and then we can take out 4 times of that number, which will be 4 into x, 4x. and from that number, which is 4 times, 20 is subtracted. So you get this idea in your head that it should be 4 times of the number minus 20. So you have to get the algebraic expression in your head before you can jot it down. So clearly we see that 4 times x minus 20 will be equal to 20, because they have said we get 20. So let's just present the equation. Let the required number be x. So according to problem, twenty subtracted from 4 times a number. So 4 times a number will be 4 into x, that is 4x, and 20 is subtracted from that number, then we get 20 as the answer. So here we have got our equation. Now only thing left is to solve the equation correctly. So let's transpose negative 20 on the other side. So negative 20 transposed on the other side will become positive 20. So 20 plus 20 will give you 40. Now x will be equal to 40 by 4, that is equal to 10. So x is equal to 10, and this will be your answer. So as per the question, if you do 4 times of this answer, that is 10, you will get 40, and from that if you subtract 20, obviously you're going to get 20. So let's move on to the next question. 5 is added to a number and the sum is divided by 8. If the quotient is 9 and there is no remainder, find the number. So here we see 5 is added to that number. Again, we don't know the number. You can say the number, let it be x, y, z, a, b, c, d. Let's go through the question again. 5 is added to a number. Frame that equation in your head as you read the question. 5 is added to a number. So x, may we are adding 5. And the sum is divided by 8. It means x plus 5, and then we divide the whole sum by 8. So you get the algebraic expression there, and let's see what it becomes after being divided. If the quotient is 9, so it means after dividing x plus 5 by 8, you get the quotient answer as 9 without leaving a remainder. So you get that equation in your head, x plus 5 divided by 8 is equal to 9. See, once you get that equation in your mind, only thing left for you is to write it down. So according to problem, 5 is added to that number and divided by 8, and the answer or the quotient without the remainder is 9. So here we have the correct equation. Now only thing left for us to solve the equation. Now we need to get rid of this denominator. So in order to get rid, we are going to multiply by 8 on both sides, which means we are going to transpose 8 to the other side, and that will be 9 into 8. So here the expression was divided by 8. So just remember, in order to transpose, you're going to multiply it on the other side. So let's multiply and see what we get. 9 8s are 72. Now let's transpose positive 5 on the other side. So positive 5 will become negative 5. So x will be equal to 72 minus 5, which is equal to 67, and this will be your required number and your answer. Is that clear? Let's take the next question. The sum of two consecutive integers is 39. Find the two integers. Now in this question, you hear the word consecutive. Consecutive simply means one after the other. So if you're looking for two consecutive integers, let's say if 5 is an integer, the next number after 5 is 6. So those are the two consecutive integers. If we take 15 as an integer, then the next integer after 15 is 16. So that is what we mean by consecutive. So here we don't know the two consecutive integers that we have to take. So we'll assume the first integer to be x. Now just think of it. Let's say if one integer is let's say 6, so the next integer is what? 7. So if you have to get 7 from 6, what are you going to do to 6? Obviously we are going to add 1 to 6. So first, if we take 6, then 7 can be written as 6 plus 1. So similarly here we don't know the consecutive integers. So we'll take, let the first integer be x, and in order to get the next integer after that, we are going to add 1 to it. So the first integer will be x and the second integer will be x plus 1. Is that clear? So let the integers, or you can say consecutive integers, be x and x plus 1. Now let's frame the equation according to the problem. So according to the problem, what do we see? The sum of two consecutive integers is 39. Means when you add x and x plus 1, you should get 39. So let's present the equation. So x plus 1 will give you 39. And as soon as you get the equation correct, only thing left for you is to solve the equation. So let's solve it. Now x plus, here there is no negative sign outside, so no problem, we can simply open the brackets and we can represent the other consecutive integer, is equal to 39. So x plus x is going to give you 2x plus 1, which is equal to 39. Now we can transpose positive 1 on the other side. So 39 minus 1, which will be equal to 38, and 2x means 2 multiplied by x. So when we are multiplying 2 with x here, to transpose on the other side, we are going to divide by 38, divide by 2. So 38 by 2, and that is going to give you 19. So 2 19s are 38, and this will be the value of x, which means the first consecutive integer. And what will be the next consecutive integer after 19? Obviously 20. So let's show the other integer, that is x plus 1, which is equal to 19 plus 1, which is equal to 20. So you can write, hence the required, the consecutive integers are 19 and 20. Is it clear? Let's take the next question. The sum of two consecutive odd integers is 44. Find the two integers. So here you see, unlike the previous one, we have the sum of two consecutive odd integers. Now you can also have question where they will ask you sum of consecutive even integers. So you just have to understand how you're going to take an algebraic expression for these consecutive even and odd integers. So if let's say the first even integer you're taking as x, So the next even integer has to be x plus 2, and third even integer has to be x plus 4, and next one has to be x plus 6, and so on. This is for even as well as for odd. So if you have even integers or odd integers, you're going to follow the same pattern. Now some of you may ask why. So let's take an example. Let's say if the first even number that we are taking, let's say, is 4. Okay, so in order to get the next number after 4, what can we do to 4? Obviously 4 plus 2. Now we are not going to do 4 plus 1 because 4 plus 1 is 5. So it will be 4 plus 2. Now 4 plus 2 means 6. Now similarly think, what are we going to do to get the third consecutive even number or odd number? So 4 plus, what are we going to take after 6 to make it, let's say, 8. So after 6 we have 8 as the even number. To make it 8, we have to add 4 to 4. So 4 plus 4 will give you 8, and after 8 we have 10. So what can we add to 4 to make it 10? 4 plus 6. So you see that above pattern is being followed here in this expression. Similarly for odd numbers as well, we can do the same. So odd may, if let's say we taking the first number to be let's say 3, so the next even odd number will be 5. So to get 5 using 3, we have to add 2. Similarly to get 7 after 5, in order to get 7, what will we add to 3? We will add 4. And then again after 7, in order to get 9, what can we add to 3? We can add 6. So 3 plus 6. So you see how this pattern is followed both for even integers and odd integers. So in any kind of algebraic equation, if you are asked to present the sum of consecutive odd or even integers, you can use this expression for the same. Is that clear? Now let's solve this problem. Let the two consecutive odd integers be x and x plus 2. So here they said only 2, so we're going to take only two consecutive odd integers, and let's express the equation according to the question. The sum of two consecutive odd integers is 44. So according to problem, x plus 2 is equal to 44. So let's solve this equation. X plus 2 is equal to 44. So x plus x is equal to 2x plus 2, which is equal to 44. Then we can transpose positive 2 on the other side. So 44 positive 2 will become negative 2. So 2x is equal to 42. Now we can transpose 2 on the other side. So 42 by 2, and that is equal to 2 and 1. So x is equal to 21. So the first consecutive odd integer is 21, and you get the idea that the next odd integer will be 23. And let's express this using the equation that is given. Implies that x plus 2 will be equal to 21 plus 2, which is equal to 23. Clear? And we can say, therefore, 21 and 23 are the required odd integers. Let's take the next and the last question. A girl is 5 years younger than her brother. If the sum of their ages is 23 years, find the ages of the girl and her brother. So by now you have a clear idea of how to form an equation and solve it. So here we have a problem based on ages. So we see that the girl's age is 5 years younger than her brother. So if let's say the brother's age is 10 years, so the sister's age will be 5 years, which will be 10 minus 5. And if brother's age is 15 years and sister's age is 5 years younger, then it means 15 minus 5, which is equal to 10. So here brother's age is not given at all. So we have to assume brother's age. So we can say let the brother's age be x years. And so the girl's age, that is sister's age, will be x minus 5. And what have they given? What relation about their ages? That the sum of their ages is 23 years. So if you add the brother's age and the sister's age, the total sum will be 23. So let's get going. Let the brother's age be x years and girl's age or sister's age, you can say, age be x minus 5 years. So as per the question, we can write according to problem or question, brother's age plus girl's age or sister's age will be equal to 23 years. So only thing left for us is to solve the equation. So x plus x minus 5 is equal to 23. So x plus x is equal to 2x minus 5, which is equal to 23. So let's transpose negative 5 on the other side. So negative 5 will become positive 5. So 23 plus 5 gives you 28. So 2x implies 2 times x. So we are multiplying by 2. On the other side, we're going to divide by 2 by transposing it on the other side. So 2, 14 is a 28. So x will be equal to 14. Now whose age did we assume as x? Brother's age. So the brother's age is 14. So what will be the girl's age? That is her sister's, which is 5 years younger. So it will be 14 minus 5. So let's find the sister's age, which will be x minus 5. So we can find, therefore, brother's age will be equal to x years, which is equal to 14 years, we can say, and girl's age or girl's age will be equal to x minus 5, which is equal to 14 minus 5, that is equal to 9 years. So the brother's age will be 14 years and girl's age will be 9 years. So I hope the concept of linear equations is clear to you, and practice more so that you'll be able to solve the word problems easily. And this topic is going to remain with you for the rest of the classes. So have a better understanding on it, and if any doubts, queries, you can write it in the comment section and clear your doubts. Thank you.